All right, everybody, we're going to get the captain's meeting started for the 38th annual Ocean City Tuna Tournament. We've got 111 boats competing for $1,422,270. Before we get rolling with the thank yous, on behalf of the entire Ocean City Tuna Tournament team, we'd like to say thank you for choosing to fish our event. We know you have many options for tournaments, and we're very grateful that you chose to fish the Ocean City Tuna Tournament. So thank you. Thank yous here on the property of the staff. Thank you to Rolf Kudelski, Billy Brittingham, Gretchen Hancock, and the entire Fishing Center team. Clearly it takes a tremendous amount of work to put this event on. They've been working at it for weeks, and the last few days have been 24/7, so thank you. I want to say thank you to the scale staff here at the Fishing Center, Mike Peak, Coconut Hedges, who's been our longtime weighmaster, and Barbara Glinka, who will take care of the board for us and the catch reports. The scale staff at Sunset, which will be open over at Sunset, Brian Minty, Tyler Workman, and Amanda Sprose. Our media specialist, Sydney Messick, thank you to Sydney. Scoring specialist, and she did all the registration and uploading online, Jessica Polmeyer, thank you to Jessica. Our streaming and video team, Dave Messick and the whole team at Unscene Productions, thank you to Dave. The live stream hosts, Scott Lennox and Anna Williams. We're doing something a little different this year. They'll actually be hosts of the event that'll be working back and forth with the weighmaster, trying to make it a little more interesting for the folks watching online if they might not know much about fishing. Another thank you to our group of volunteers. There's a number of folks that give us their time over the next few days to make this event possible. We're very grateful for their time and effort. The sponsors of the event. These folks make this event possible. It's a tremendous investment to put this thing together, and the dough that they contribute to earn your business is very meaningful in putting it together. Our title sponsor, Hook Performance Fishing Apparel and Costa Sunglasses, thank you to both of them. Mickey Fins, Darren and his team take care of food and beverage all weekend. They did an amazing job. Thank you to Darren and the group at Mickey Fins. Our 2025 sponsors, the Mortgage Link. The Mortgage Link is the fishing community's mortgage broker. If you need a mortgage, please give them an opportunity to earn your business. PYY Marine, representing Yellowfin Yachts, Cape Horn Boats, Premium Pontoons, and Jupiter Boats. Tolles Brothers GMC, they've got the vehicles out front here. If you get a chance, please let them have an opportunity to earn your business. Squid Nation Bill, all things squid. Thank you to Bill Pino. He's been a long-time supporter of the event. Intrinsic Yacht and Ship, representing Invincible Boats, Scout Boats, Sea Fox, and Ken Craft. Invincible will be providing the committee boat as well. We'll talk more about that later. Carter Machinery, your local Caterpillar dealer, another longtime sponsor. Thank you to Carter. Alara Insurance Group, which is formerly Avon Dixon. Thank you to Alara, and they've partnered with Chubb Insurance to sponsor some drinks out here on Saturday night for the boats and beers. Twisted Tea, American Fishing Wire, Park Place Jewelers, thank you to Park Place Jewelers, another longtime sponsor of the event. They provide prizes for the event, and they're here to earn your business as well. please visit Park Place. Bait Masters, Blue Water Yacht Sales representing Viking, Valhalla, Regulator, and Jarrett Bay. Cato Wholesale Fuels and Assateague Ale. Assawoman Ale. Huck Buckets. Huck has been kind enough to provide these beautiful personalized buckets for prize winners. Atlantic Tackle. Atlantic provides a $5,000 gift card to the first place heaviest fish for this award. You only need the base entry fee, nothing else to be eligible for that. Thank you to Atlantic Tackle. New sponsors for this year, Yellowfin Boats. Yellowfin's a direct sponsor for Boats and Beards on Saturday night. That event's from 4 to 8. Thank you to Yellowfin. Harbor Court. Harbor Court is a new home complex right across from Cello's here on Golf Course Road. Anybody that hasn't seen those houses over there, they make the perfect boathouse. It's got crew space, a garage, independent living space. They're fantastic for boathouses. Route 113 Boat Sales. Thank you to Zach and his team for participating and becoming a sponsor of the event. They represent Cobalt Boats, Cobia Boats, Pathfinder, and Pursuit Boats. I want to say thank you to Duffy Boatworks and John Duffy. They've provided the generator that's running out back to provide air conditioning in this tent. And I've forgotten many times in the past, but I won't forget this year. Please give a round of applause to Eddie Zadell for providing the air conditioner that's cooling this tent, and Applied Equipment Services. The charity split this year. The charity is going to the Maya Douglas support efforts, and there will also be a fundraiser under this tent tomorrow night from 6:30 to 10:30. There's a $20 donation to enjoy food and beverage in the tent, and they'll also have some amazing auction items. So if you guys get back early enough, if you fish tomorrow, you want to enjoy that event, 6:30 to 10:30 here tomorrow. It's going to an amazing cause, great community effort. You do not have to be part of the tournament to attend. All right, now to the rules for the event. Number one, as I said before, the sunset scales are open. So that's the second set of scales over at Sunset. They are for stringer weight only. We will not be weighing any junior lady angler fish. No wahoo or dolphin over there. All the prize fish are to be weighed here at the fishing center. Any fish weighed at Sunset will be considered stringer fish regardless of how they would qualify in the single fish category. So if you have a fish that's on the verge, please bring it here and weigh it rather than Sunset. You can only weigh one time, one place, so if you bring it here if you have a fish that's going to be qualifying for single fish. The whole spirit of the second scale over there is to give you an opportunity to weigh fish that may be included in your stringer for the next day and combined for the total tournament weight, and to save you time so you're not sitting out front till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. That's why we're doing that, but if you're weighing fish that are going to score as single fish or lady junior angler fish or dolphin wahoo, please weigh it here. Again, I mentioned before, the Atlantic Tackle gift card of $5,000 is eligible to all base entries for the single heaviest tuna. Boat size Calcuttas, levels L, M, and N. This is manufacturer's boat length. We're not getting a tape measure out and measuring from one end of the boat to the end of the bow pulpit or anything like that. If it's called a 40-foot Cabo, it's a 40-foot. We're okay with that. If anybody is questioning the class size of their boat, please let us know and we will visit that with you. You may play up in a size class but not down. So if a 40-foot boat chooses to compete against the 54 and overs, that's no problem, but the larger boats cannot compete in the smaller class. If anyone's made that mistake, please visit us and we'll get it corrected tonight. Added entry levels E, F, G, H, I, L, M, and N can only win one side of the Calcutta, single heaviest or stringer weight. You can't win both sides, so that gets split down the middle, and you can only win one side of those Calcuttas. Level J and K, you can win. They're pro jackpots. You can win both sides of that. We've had it happen one time in the history of this event. 2 years ago, Eddie on the Cabana won both sides. So J and K, you can win both sides. Our tournament channel 1919. This is a 2 of 3 day fishing event. So you may fish 2 days out of the 3, captain's choice. Lay days are to be provided in person at the dock office at the Ocean City Fishing Center before 10 a.m. In the event that a boat does not turn their lay day form on in time, the tournament committee reserves the right to accept a late lay day form if we can establish that the boat has not left the dock. Boats may fish their lay day. They need to notify the tournament officials if they choose to do so. After wetting a line on a fishing day, that is one of your 2 days, regardless of what happens from there. Departure. Boats cannot pass the Ocean City or Indian River Sea Buoys prior to 2:30 a.m. on their fishing day. Lines are in at 7 a.m. on your fishing day, 7 a.m. Lines out at 3 p.m. If you're hooked up at lines out, you may fight that fish until boated or lost. The only catch is you still need to make it back to the scales in time, which we'll visit those scales time in just a bit. Should you be hooked up at lines out, please notify either tournament officials or another tournament boat. Dailies, we get a lot of question about dailies. Your day one is against everyone else's day one. That may not necessarily be the same day. If you fish Friday and another boat fishes Saturday, they would both be day ones for those boats. On the board reward pays first, second, and third in single heaviest and stringer. Should you occupy any one of those 6 spots, you're entitled to a piece of that pie. That pie is divided by the number of participants in that Calcutta each day. Should no one be eligible any particular day, it rolls forward to the next day and would be divided among those participants. If you get bumped off the board, then you're no longer eligible for that day, but you continue to collect the prize money for the day that you were on the board. Level I, this is a new Calcutta level, no sonar level. This is for boats that are not equipped with omnidirectional sonar. If anyone has entered level I by mistake and they do have sonar, please let us know, we'll get that corrected. But this is exclusively for boats that are not equipped with omnidirectional sonar. Weigh-ins at the scales. As you arrive at the scales, the crew of the boat chooses their largest fish to be their trophy fish for the day. It gets weighed, and then you add up to 4 qualifying fish to make your stringer. So your trophy fish is included in your stringer weight. If you are weighing a junior, lady, or single bluefin for the bluefin Calcutta, the crew still needs to select their single fish before any fish are weighed. The fish selected will be scored as your single heaviest fish, regardless of what the junior, lady, or bluefin might weigh. The only reason for this is everybody that rolls up to the scales is asked to pick their single fish. And if they don't have a lady or junior angler, we only weigh one fish for a single heaviest. They add 4, that's their stringer. So these other fish on junior and ladies that are being scored do not count on the single trophy fish. Stringer weight does not include dolphin or wahoo. So stringer can only be made up of 5 tuna, each tuna weighing a minimum of 30 pounds. All boats must be at the Ocean City Junction buoy, which is the red and green buoy at the channel split between the channel that goes north and the channel that comes west. Right inside, we're not talking about the sea buoy, we're talking about the OC Junction buoy that's inside the harbor here. All boats must be there by 8 p.m. Friday, Saturday, 7 p.m. on Sunday. As I mentioned earlier, Intrinsic Yachts will have a committee boat there to recognize your arrival. They'll communicate that to tournament officials. From that time, should you be arriving at the end of at 7 or 8, at 8 o'clock on Friday, Saturday, or 7 o'clock on Sunday, you have 30 minutes to get your fish to the scales from there. As far as the committee boat goes, we've had some confusion in the past. No one should rely on the committee boat for any information regarding the tournament, with the exception of their check-in. Give the tournament committee your boat number, your boat name, that's all. They should not be relied upon for information regarding other catches through the day. They won't necessarily be kept up with what's going on, and they should not be relied on. If you have a fish that has any potential of scoring, you should always weigh that fish. There is live scoring online, but no one should rely on that live scoring to be totally up to date. They'll be loaded as quickly as possible, but there are times where that lags a little behind. No one should rely on that live scoring to be up to the minute. Boats docked at the Ocean City Fishing Center. There may be times, if we have boats stacked up out front, that those boats are cleared to go to their slip, basically go in front of some other boats that may be waiting to go to the scales. If they're waiting to go to the scales, they'll wait in line with everybody else. But if they're going to their slip, they will be allowed to go to their slip to clear traffic. Fish may be trucked to the scale. Should you be trucking your fish to the scale, there will be a parking lot attendant at the corner when you turn into the fishing center entrance. Let him know you have a fish to weigh. You'll be directed to just behind the north side of the building at the fishing center, and that'll be a great place to unload and make your way to the scales for your weigh-in. Should you be loading at sunset or anything, you are perfectly fine to load your entire wheelbarrow over there, bring it over, and when you return, take the wheelbarrow back with you. That's fine. Nobody's going to give you a hard time for doing that. Should you need a cart when you arrive for your fish, if you let the dock attendant know, they can radio someone else and meet you there with a cart to help you with your fish. As I mentioned before, each boat is allowed one weigh-in opportunity per day. All fish must be caught on the same day as weighed aboard the boat presenting the fish. That shouldn't be a tricky one for anyone. Boundary, we are 100 miles from the OC Sea Buoy, no exceptions. So there's no fishing out of bounds. If you hook up inside, you must stay inside. J-hooks, there's been some questions about that. J-hooks are allowable for both artificial lures and natural baits. No live bait in this event. Now we get to the no's. No wire line or leaders. And just to clarify, this includes for wahoo fishing. Clearly everybody understands if you were normally going out to target wahoo, you want to use wire leader. This is a tuna tournament. That's a bycatch for this event. There is no wire line or wire leaders in this event. No dart gaffs, harpoons, or lance gaffs. No live bait, no chumming or chunking. No green sticks to be used in any way. No danglers, no kites, no gang hooks, no drones or spotter planes, no sonar prior to lines in. For the boats that are equipped with sonar, they should not be in level I for sure, but should they be using sonar, it is not to be used but prior to lines in. Leader length is at the captain's discretion. There is no limit on the number of lines or teasers. Downriggers, planers, or Z-wings are allowed. This is a trolling event. The boat should remain in motion. Up to 6 anglers per boat, and captains and mates may be anglers. Bluefin tuna. All boats are fishing recreational angling regulations, not charter boat, head boat. You may keep one bluefin tuna 27 inches to less than 73 inches. No bluefin tuna 73 inches or greater. Charter boats may not boat their second bluefin tuna. If you boat your second bluefin tuna, you've disqualified yourself. And there's no culling of the bluefin. In the event of a disabled boat, contestants may transfer to a different boat with no fee. Tournament officials must be notified. The original boat number will stay with the team. If the boat you wish to switch to is larger than the boat size Calcutta you're in, that money will be forfeited. So if you're in the boat size Calcutta and you switch out to a larger boat, your future catches would be forfeited. If you're fishing the second day and you caught that fish on your first day on the appropriate size boat, it would continue to score properly. So that fish would still be eligible to win. In the event a participant switches from a non-sonar boat and they're in level I to a sonar boat, then they would also forfeit that Calcutta money. There again, if they caught their fish on the first day and it was the second day they switched, then that first day fish would continue to count. But if they switched to a sonar boat, clearly that would not be fair and their fish would not qualify. They would forfeit that. All fish and stringers are to be weighed to the half pound. Each tuna must weigh a minimum of 30 pounds. Should you present fish, we have a qualifying scale for fish that are marginal before they're presented to the main scale. Should a fish be rejected, you may present another fish to be weighed to be qualified to try to make your stringer of 5. Dolphin and wahoo must weigh a minimum of 20 pounds. To be clear, all prizes will be awarded by the weight of the fish. The word largest may appear in the rules or awards. This means heaviest. In no way are we paying for the longest fish. It's the heaviest fish. Hook in hand from captain and mate is okay. Anglers may pass the rod and fish from a rod holder with the exception of those competing for lady or junior angling awards. That's all I've got for you at the moment. If you have any specific questions, we're here to answer them. I hope everybody has an awesome event. We can't thank you enough for participating. Good luck, tight lines, and we'll see you at the scales. Again, Tournament 19 is the tournament channel.